What's up, guys? My name is Erica Horowitz. I don't know what this was. My name is Erica Horowitz, and I'm a life coach who helps. What is with the hand movements today? I don't know. I'm a life coach who helps women do what they love on the side of their full-time job, as well as like during the full-time job. You got to enjoy what you're already doing. But I help them build businesses and creative passions, philanthropical efforts, whatever it is on the side of their full-time job, and do it with sanity and grace and pleasure and enjoyment. So today I want to talk about how to stop future tripping. And I apologize if I seem a little off. Sorry for the TMI, but I got such bad cramps right now. Oh my God. Women, how do we go through this every freaking month? I don't know. So yeah, if the energy's a little off, it's because I'm trying not to cry or vomit. Oh, and my shirt says, I miss the old Kanye. I know I get like stopped on the street. People love this shirt, so I thought I would share. The company is I'm With the Brand. Cute name. And it's from, I think they're on Etsy. At least that's where I got it. And I will link it down below for you. All right, so story time. So last week I was going for my usual stroll along Riverside Drive, and spring was just in the air. Birds are chirping, the sun is shining, the leaves are looking super lush on the trees. By the way, when did that happen? Like, do you all feel the same way? Like, I never noticed. It's almost like the leaves pop back on the trees like overnight. Like somebody was just like, boop. Universe was just like, you got leaves now. I don't understand. I never see that change. And then suddenly it's like a jungle. Anyway, I digress. So it's feeling all springy, feeling all lovely, and I'm just daydreaming, as I often do. And I was thinking about my future Upper West Side apartment that I plan to get. As you know, I'm hoping to move there down from Harlem within the next, I don't know, 6 to 9 months or so. And I'm getting caught up in loving that little fantasy world, and that will soon become reality. I just started going down this rabbit's hole of like, what if it's not all it's cracked up to be in my head? And what if I decide that I can't take the noise anymore and the craziness, as much as I love that? Like, what if I one day wake up and I don't? And oh my God, there's going to be a full-blown identity crisis. How am I going to deal with that identity crisis? And will I move far away because being close, like right on the outskirts of the city and the burbs right outside the city is like too much of a snub, and too far away yet too close to really change? And will that kind of, I don't know, be insulting to what me and New York have always had, and blah, 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 freaking blah. And I felt myself holding my breath and my head was spinning, and I realized, like, I haven't even moved into this gorgeous apartment that I know I'm gonna fall in love with and be happy with, and I'm already creating more stress. I'm not even future tripping at this point. I am future tripping. The apartment isn't even for another 6 to 9 months or so. And now I'm thinking about like even longer term. You like that? Yeah. It was just so silly. Future tripping at any level is not fun nor productive. You're worrying about something that may never even happen. And while it's a great thing to think about your life and the future as a whole and what you want for it, that's more so to inform your more immediate decisions so that they can hopefully add up and be that. Plus, you can have a lot of what you want in the future right now and stop putting it off. That's another video. But if you're lingering in future tense and it's sucking the joy out of the present moment, that's no bueno. So if you ever catch yourself future tripping or future tripping, here are a few tips that I use to bring me back to the present. The first one is to breathe. This is why breathing exercises are such a part of meditation often, because it helps you focus on literally the air going through your nostrils and going back out your mouth, or whatever kind of breathing exercise you're focusing on. But you are just paying attention to the sensations of what is going on in your body. And that can just help you sort of center in and tune everything else out when you can just get focused on that. And with all types of meditation, do not stress if your mind goes elsewhere, because it's going to. It's all good. That's to be expected. Just bring it back to the breathing and keep focusing on that for a few minutes. Notice 10 interesting things around you, things that you wouldn't necessarily even pick up on, that you wouldn't necessarily look at. Maybe it's not so beautiful, or maybe it's down low or up high, depending on how short or tall you are, and you wouldn't even normally spot it. But look for those things. Like look at the corner of the desk that's in front of you. You know, look at the back of the truck that's parked nearby. Look at the font of what's written on that truck. Like look at just like random things that you can see right now where you were standing in your frame of view, and just pay attention to that and soak it in. And you don't have to make anything, you don't have to make it mean anything. Just simply notice, just observe. And again, that's going to bring you back to what is in front of you right now. Imagine that there's a wall 8 feet in front of you. Okay, let's say it's a box, not to put you in a box, but let's say it's a box. And so you got 8 feet in front of you, it's 8 feet wide, 8 feet high, and you have a flashlight. And imagine that this 8 feet, that this box is it represents the next 24 hours of your life. How can you shine that flashlight on every part? And by the way, that 24 hours, interrupting myself, but that 24 hours, it doesn't have to be. If you really need to just get present for the next hour, 6 hours, whatever, like use whatever you feel will help you. But right now I'll just say 24 hours. So how can you shine that flashlight in every area for the next 24 hours, hitting every dark spot, so you really just soak up the moments of your life in that 24 hours. Every conversation you have, every engagement, everything you're working on, every small mundane moment where you're brushing your teeth or you're picking up the mail or whatever. And just get really plugged in. And how can you make the most of it? How can you bring the light, or be the light, to that moment, to that 24 hours, and just shine it away? Because then, and I apologize if you're claustrophobic, it's probably not the best metaphor for you. I'll think of another one at some point. But then, you know, you're looking at that period of time as like what you have to work with. It's like when they say only focus on 3 feet in front of you, kind of thing like that. If you just focus on where you are right now, your future will naturally develop from there. So if you're bringing all the light to this present moment, you're going to get light going forward, because all the choices that you're making, all the things you choose to focus on, work on, the people you decide to talk to, the way you decide that you're going to feel, that is going to create your future. So you don't have to really stress on that. Just focus on right now, because while you're busy just future tripping, or future tripping, or future tripping, your life is happening at this very moment. So you might as well enjoy it. You can't control everything. It's something I have to learn and relearn every day, over and over again. So those are my 3 tips for you. I think that was 3. Yeah, that was 3. I hope that you enjoyed them. If you find them helpful, please do let me know down in the comments below, and give any other suggestions that you have to get back into the present moment when maybe you only have like a little bit of time to do so. That's it for now. Oh, and my light bulb just went out. So there we go. This is real life. I'm going to stay in the present. Peace and love. Talk to you soon. And bye.